Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day you're watching this. It depends where you are in the U.S. or another country or whatever, but I got something interesting. I thought I'd do some more chit-chat, right? Do you like chit-chat? Can you answer? If you don't answer, I don't know what you like. I can't do much more than chit-chat, right? It is so freaking cold here, but guess what? The last few days have been nice and warm. 30s. 32 and over. My type of weather, I could walk outside with no coat. People would probably look at me and say, what the heck? What the heck? What's wrong with you, lady? Why are you walking around with no coat and 32 degrees? Well, 32 is freezing. Well, maybe 33 because, then you could say, whoa, it's above freezing. It is nice and warm. Yeah. I just watched this little old lady, 89 years old. She had this cute little accent, so I don't know, all kinds of accents going to come out of my mouth. Hopefully, it might be all the same thing. But anyhow, she started thinking, she started making me think about, no. She said a word, Old Fogy. And I thought, I remember hearing that word. I don't remember in what context it was. Probably when kids were younger, they used to call old people old fogies. But I did one better. I don't mean I did one better, that I did something worse. I mean, I went and looked it up. Literally looked it up. What does that word mean? And it means, I got terrible GERD. Terrible GERD. Sorry, that was a burp. Can't stop the burps. Because maybe I'm an old fogey, and I think old fogies, they can't stop their burps. Can anyone stop a burp? Some people can make themselves burp. My mom would always, not really brag, but she would say she can make herself burp. I remember since I was pregnant a million times or so, I'd get a lot of GERD, heartburn they called it back then, heartburn, oh yeah. And I would be in so much pain, and she'd say, just make yourself burp. I'm like, what in? I'm trying to think of a southern kind of phrase. Can't think of one. I don't like southern stuff. Oh, I do. Hardee's. I love Hardee's. Well, they're not really southern, but anyhow, I don't like country music. Is that southern? But I do love that. I hope you watched that video I told you to watch. One was the girl who was so powerful in her convictions. And the other one, I think, did I put that one up where it says, if you wanna, I don't know what the title is, this is off the cuff, so I don't know what I'm going to talk about sometimes. But it's about a guy who, swinging, found out he's country. That kind of spoiled it for me, but it's okay. When he leaves his cowboy hat on, he looks pretty cute. Oh, yeah. But he has these old women that come on there and swinging. They're swinging. It's not the swinging. Get your minds out of the gutter. They're just sitting on the swing. They'll talk about that show. That vlog another time. But I hope you watched it. It was funny. I watch it all the time. It's so funny. So funny. Then anyhow, back to Old Fogy. I think I may be an old fogey. Doesn't mean, they actually don't talk anything about age chronologically, what old fogey means. But this woman I was watching, she's 89 years old. She looks good for her age. She's got the whole thing, the whole 89-year look, the hair. Have you ever seen those ladies when you were young? They had that coiffured hair. Where do they get the money to go hairdresser, for Pete's sake? I haven't been to my hairdresser in long time. Since Mr. Wonderful left me. Yep, not allowed to go. He can go on vacations, but I can't go to the hairdresser. I don't even know what color my hair is. It's weird. I haven't been there forever. But I got all these colors. I don't know. I don't think I was born with all these colored hairs, but I don't know. Maybe one day I'll show you. Who knows? Anyhow, back to the 89-year-old old fogey. And I'm not saying this in any bad way. This is like joking time, joking hour, comedy hour, Sandy's comedy routine. I don't know. I'm not going to name it that. Anyhow, So an old fogey. I have no reading glasses because they all broke. All my Dollar Tree or $20 Tree glasses broke. I don't know. Ever since they raised the price, their stuff is cheap. I had Dollar Tree glasses that lasted, oh my God, for years and years. Now they raise the price and they make them even cheaper. Very hard to see. See up close. But let's try it. This might move because if I'm not watching this, my hand might move. But whatever. Let's just go with it. An old fogey, or old fogey, means it's spelled either F-O-G-E-Y or F-O-G-Y. That must be a very important thing in this whole process of explaining it. I don't know. You can look up if you want. It's an informal term about a person, usually an older person, who is old-fashioned. Which means, oh, I should look at what old-fashioned means. Old-fashioned, that's the name of a drink. I remember my uncle ordering an old-fashioned. We were somewhere at some place, I don't know. Back in the day, everyone liked to drink. Parents, I don't know how we all lived through it as kids. They went in the cars drunk. We got home. I don't know how, by the grace of God, for sure. Yeah, old-fashioned's a drink. Well, I think I remember him saying that. I do remember. I wonder what old-fashioned, probably whiskey he liked to drink. Well, he liked to drink Seagrams, something like this. Seven and seven. No, that was my first husband. Never mind. You can tell I'm not a drinker. I don't know these names of these drinks. But anyhow, it's someone resistant to new ideas. They like to stick to traditional ways. They don't like change and progress. I guess I am an old fogey and I didn't even know it. They ignore new information. I wouldn't say that. I don't ignore new information. How'd you get around this world if you did? Oh my God, I almost shut the thing off with all the information I'm reading off of. Holy Toledo. Let's see. So they ignore new information. But it's only information that... He keeps looking up at the candle, the light. That challenges their beliefs. Okay. Chew on that for a bit. So they're old-fashioned. They don't have to be all these. Holds outdated ideas. Nah, I don't think I do that. But I do not like change, so if not liking change is an old fogey, I'm an old fogey. I don't like these kind of... I tell you, cell phones and computers are what ruin marriages. Amen. And relationships. Resistant to change? I don't know. How can you be resistant? You gotta go with the flow, or how are you gonna fit in the world, right? I mean, what if people, like right on red. If you don't go right on red, boy oh boy, especially nowadays, if people, they're just mad in general. They're going to be honking the horn, throwing you the bird. What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you call it? See? It's probably not called that anymore. Yeah, I am an old fogey. Again, there's no age. Like, you can be 20, 30. Because 30's old when we were young. Oh, 30's old. Oh, what we're talking about. 30 is young. Boy, I'd love to be 30 again. Anyhow. So, I guess in a, not a literal word, am I an old fogey? I mean, I don't meet all the qualifications, but I don't like change. I don't like things to change. I like things to stay the way they are. In other words, I wish there were no cell phones, no computers. Well, I don't have a computer, and my cell phone is so broken, it's ridiculous. I can't even explain how broken it is, what goes on with it. It's like possessed. But anyhow, so look up the word old fogey and see if you are an old fogey. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong. Examples in something. Can't see the rest of the sentence. Oh, look at this. Just what I was talking about. Here's an example. My uncle is such an old fogey, he refuses to use a smartphone. Yep, I'm an old fogey. I don't refuse to, but I don't like to. I like the regular landline. This is funny. When you're 16 years old, you think anyone over 25 is an old fogey. I wonder what year this was written in. That's even worse. It's like I said, when I was including you, but I mean, my friends and me, when we were younger, not 16, I don't think. I don't know. But anyhow, we thought 30 was old. These people think 25 is old. What the heck? Okay. Says the term can also refer to a person who is just old, elderly, set in their ways. I'm not set in my ways. You can't be. If you're a mother, you got no ways you can be set into. Your ways, your world is all controlled by your children. You're on their schedule 24/7. That's why now that I'm in my golden years, or so they say, oh, this is my golden years? Good Lord. I don't like to have a schedule. I don't need to have a schedule. I'm tired of a schedule. My whole life was a schedule because of my job. My job being a stay-at-home mom. Uh-oh, where'd the thing go? That's not good. Don't go away. Because I was going to talk a little more about something. This is ridiculous. The thing keeps moving, going off the screen, and I can barely see without my glasses. Yes, I wouldn't call an old person old fogey. That wouldn't be nice. Don't go around doing that for Pete's sake. So anyhow, yeah, I like things to stay the same. I don't like change. I think, people should live forever. Because then we don't have to change things, I'd have my mom to talk to. I'd have my friends that have long gone to the better place, or so they say. Boy, this lady, she was so funny. Like I said, she had that coiffure hair. Coiffard? I think it's a French word. But anyhow, all she was missing was the purple hair. Have you ever seen old ladies with the purple hair? I don't see them now. They're probably all rich widows. They got money. They can go to the hairdresser and have them do their hair. I think they did when they had it. It's like, oh, it looked pretty. Actually, it doesn't look bad, the old lady hair thing. I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'm old enough yet. But anyhow, they used to do their own hair. My mom did, but she never had purple hair. But she cut her own hair. I don't know. She did a good job. I cut my son's hair. It was so good. The hairdresser says, oh, you going somewhere else now? I said, no, I did it. Thank God, somehow it turned out. I said a prayer to God. I said, please, God, don't let me make him look like a fool. I look good. But I won't do that again. It just was a stroke of luck. But anyhow, so I guess in a way I'm an old fogey because I don't like change. I really don't. I like things to stay the same. Like, price of a milkshake, for Pete's sake. Why is a milkshake over $6 for a small milkshake? And how do people buy large ones? What the heck? What do you do for a living? I don't know. But anyhow, look up the word old fogey and let me know. Are you an old fogey? You could be 20, 30, 40, whatever age. It's not an age thing. I mean, it does say here about just calling an elderly person old fogey. Don't do that. That's not nice, and that's not what I'm talking about. I still can't find an accent. She's a cute little old lady. She ain't little. She ain't big. She's just a funny older lady who's, I don't know. I don't remember what her video was about. But anyhow, so look and see. Did you ever use that word? Did you hear that word? Let me know. So for now, I tried, but no accent. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Just press that subscribe button right there. Smash it. Hit like if you like it. Hit like if you don't like it. Come on. Just, make this old fogey happy. Write a comment. I must thank my subscriber who's been writing some comments. Thank you. I won't call people out by their name because I don't know if they want that. But thank you. That's very nice. They're my #1 subscriber because they are, what's it called? They're, they're engaging. That's the word, engaging. And I wouldn't use that word, but, that's the one that came to me. That way, weren't that accent? I don't know. I can't figure an accent. I wonder if there's a way to learn accents. I bet there is, because, all this change we got, and this old fogey here, is she going to be able to do it? I don't know. But anyhow, thank you to my subscriber. And another woman who, I think she was a woman. I'm sorry if you were me and I forgot to look, but I think you were. But the person who said that during you and they subscribed and they commented. So come on, comment, engage with this old fogey. Come on. Okay. So for now, don't forget to be kind to people. Pay it forward if you can. Feels good in your heart. Be the reason someone smiles today and every other day. Never call an old person old fogey. And what is old? What would you consider old? An age that you would consider to be old. I know, a number is just a number. I don't know, I had a thought going there, but then I was thinking of a new thought in another video, and that's enough. So for now, thanks for watching. Don't forget to write something in the comments, like what age would you consider old? I think it would be how you feel. That's how it means to me, at least. You can be 82 and be in perfectly good shape and dancing and running around, or maybe you're in bad health and 82 is old. You can be 30 and in bad health and be old. It all depends. I think it depends. The luck of the draw. Or something like that. Thanks for watching. Give me some ideas. What would you like to talk about? What would you like me to talk about, I mean? And then you can engage. Give me some ideas. Okay. Hugs to you all.